Hey guys, it's Karina. Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be filming a what's on my iPhone. I just recently got a new phone a few weeks ago. I was in desperate need. It was so cracked, like literally the entire screen was shattered. But I figured it is warranted that I now do this video since I've never done it before. I've been trying out a few different apps within the past few weeks, and also I've been trying out a few different ways to edit my photos, so I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys. So starting off on my home screen, so in the top left corner I have my messages, and I know I have a lot of messages. If you know me, you know I'm really bad at answering, so that's that. And then I just have different apps that sort of come with the iPhone that I use on an everyday basis. So in this folder right here, I just have a ton of apps that I don't really use, and it won't let me delete because they already come with the iPhone on default. So I just throw them in here so that it looks more organized. And then in this little folder right here, again, it's just some different applications that I don't use as much. I mean, I do use the calculator pretty often, but that's that for my main home screen. So then going over to the top left corner right here, so this is my finance tab. So this is my bank account, Venmo, Robinhood. And for those who don't know, Robinhood is an app that allows you to invest in stocks. So I think it's super interesting and I like having it on here. Then photography. So I'm gonna show you guys how I edit my pictures a little later, but basically I have so many apps that I kind of like to play around with. So starting off in the top left corner, I have Facetune. I feel like everyone and their mom has Facetune. I just like to use it to smooth some things over and to sort of touch with the tint of certain areas of a picture, so I think it's pretty handy. Canva, I use this one a lot because I was the public relations chair for my business fraternity, and so a lot of times we would use the template to sort of play around with different ideas that we wanted to do with the different series on the Instagram. And then 1 second of the day is in that top right corner. I love this app because basically what it does is it compiles a second that you film every single day into a video, and it's so nice to look back on. I made one during my freshman year and I absolutely loved it. And then Photo Circle, that is an app that the public relations chair in my sorority uses, and it's basically a pool that everyone in the sorority is shared on, and they can just add pictures to that so that she doesn't have to like message people every time that they take a nice picture. And then there's Camera Connect, and I use this app to connect any pictures that are from my camera to my phone. A lot of times if I take thumbnails on my camera, it just makes it easier so I don't have to like airdrop it or anything. And then I have Vsco. Pretty self-explanatory, everyone literally has Vsco. It's just a great essential editing app. And then I have Planoly, and I used to use this app a lot, but recently I haven't really been using it, and I want to start getting back into it because I want to change the aesthetic of my feed. It's right now a lot of high contrast and very vibrant colors, but I kind of want to sway away from the very filtered look on my pictures. So I'm gonna try and use that to sort of create more of a theme between my Instagram feed. And then I have Afterlight and Lightroom, which are just more great editing apps. I don't have like the premium on Lightroom, so I just use the very basic features. And then I have Photo Grid, and Photo Grid is great just because obviously it's where I make all of my thumbnails, and it just is really nice to sort of make a different collage. And then Facetune 2, honestly I can delete that. I don't think I've ever used that one. Pixar, this one is absolutely great. I love it. I'll go ahead and show you guys. But basically, so, fun fact. So right here, I was playing around. So this was a quote from the movie Call Me By Your Name. I've seen it twice in the last 2 weeks. I'm absolutely obsessed. And this is one of the quotes that the father at the end of the movie states, and I just think it's so beautiful. Anyway, I can show you guys. So they just have tons of different stickers, and you can go around and play with it. And I like to literally use all the different features on here. I think it makes your pictures definitely have more of an artsy appeal to them. So I just think it's fun to explore and making your pictures a little bit more unique. So then continuing on Unfold, this is what I would use to add sort of that vintage frame on my pictures, or a Polaroid frame. I haven't used it in a while, but I was using it for a hot second. Next I have print, and basically with this app you can take pictures and then print it off in this printer that I have, and it's really cool because what it does is it takes the live photos, and so when you hold your phone over these live pictures it comes to life, and I think it's really cool. I got it as a gift and I love it. And then I have Retouch and Snapseed. So Retouch is just really great for editing certain outlets. If you have certain marks on your walls, it's really nice to sort of crop those out. And then Snapseed again is just great to play around with the lighting of my pictures, try some different techniques. And that's it for photography. So now going into productivity. So this is a lot of the things that I would use when I was in school for projects or for just different homework that I have. And so I have obviously my email. I just have Sheets, Slides, Google Calendar, Drive, Quizlet, Docs, Google Keep, and Blackboard. That is what my school uses for my classes. It's the online platform. And then I have Geese Groups, Zoom, and Chegg. And Geese Groups is another online platform that they use within the business school, and it just really helps to sort of find out what events are going on, and it's great for organizations to use it to sort of put a roster of the people in their organization. So then there's Zoom and Chegg comes in handy very often, so I love that app. And then I have entertainment, so I have Spotify, YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video. Prime Video, that's where I watch Call Me By Your Name, beautiful movie, but I basically just use these pretty often. Yeah, not too much about that one. And then video, so this is just where I have all of my video editing apps. So Fonto, I use this to edit the thumbnail, to add a title, or just add different effects. And then Video Star and Vaunt, I use that to make the transitions in my videos, so then I can make the wave effect on the words or sort of play around with the way that they appear. YouTube Studio, great for analytics on my videos to see obviously which ones are performing well, what keywords are performing well, and sort of what's trending at the time. And then iMovie, pretty basic, but yeah. Shop, Amazon Prime, I'm obsessed, especially now in quarantine. I literally get so bored, and so I just shop for fun. And then there's Urban Outfitters, Poshmark, Princess Polly, Zaful, Shein, Mercari, and Starbucks. And then I have eBay right here. And I don't think I've ever used the Starbucks one. I just downloaded it because I went a few days ago and I figured I might as well start making some points. And then the other ones, I just think that they're pretty fun to shop at. And then I have my health apps. So health, obviously in the top right corner, is just track your heart rate, your steps, basic things like that. Activity for my Apple Watch. Peloton, that's the app that I talked about in the Day of My Life video, where if you have a college student email, it gives you a 90-day free trial, which is amazing. And then Hit Workouts, my friend recommended that to me, but it's super great. I haven't used it too much, but they just have really nice, quick workouts that you can do at home. And then Digital Fitness, that is another fitness app that I have through my internship through this summer. And then I have recruiting, so I have LinkedIn and Attendee Hub. LinkedIn, anyone who's in the professional world knows what this is, but I would just use it a lot of times when I was recruiting if I wanted to sort of network with someone or see sort of the path that someone took to get to the position or the job that they're at right now. And then Attendee Hub, this is an app that the place that I'm interning at this summer actually has, and it was just a great way for us to network with University of Illinois alumni that are currently working there. And then socials, these are apps that I don't really use as much, but obviously they're important, so I still had to include them in here. So it's just Facebook Messenger, and then GroupMe is super big in college, so I just throw that in there. And then Snapchat, WhatsApp, and Instagram. Obviously, those are all very big essentials for me. WhatsApp is super big because a lot of people in my family use it. And then Snapchat and Instagram is obviously, everyone uses those. And then Pinterest. So I am absolutely obsessed with Pinterest. You guys should definitely go check out my page. I love using it for inspiration for my Instagram or for just different outfit ideas. And so I have a ton of different boards that I love to play around with. So you guys should definitely check it out. I spend way too much time on there. That is it for all of the apps on my phone and sort of my favorite ones. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I edit my thumbnails and my pictures. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to Vsco and edit this picture right here. And so for my YouTube thumbnails, I do like them to be pretty bright and so to be pretty consistent with the rest of my feed. So a lot of times I like to use C1 and then I will turn it down a bit. Actually, maybe brighten it a little bit more. And then depending on the colors, I will go back to the HSL and then turn down the saturation just because the color in my jacket is really bright. So I'll go ahead and turn that down. And then I will go ahead and play with the exposure, brightening up the picture. I'll go ahead and play with the saturation, and then also with maybe the shadows. And then I also like my pictures to be very warm because it makes you look tan. So I will just turn up the warmth a little bit. So that's pretty much what I do for my pictures on my thumbnails. I right now am trying to play around a lot with obviously what different editing apps I use. I'm trying to have a very different aesthetic within my Instagram because I want it just to be very organic and natural and not be super filtered. So I've been trying to play around with that. Once I probably get more used to it, I will go ahead and definitely show you guys maybe an updated video. But that is it for the what's on my iPhone video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, learned something new. I have a ton of other college videos on my YouTube if you guys want to go check that out, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!